I am looking at, it's called A Marriage Team Christmas Story, and it's a poem, and it was actually written in 2008. I didn't realize that I had written it that long ago. But as you listen to this, it's the night before Christmas, and many of you have heard it before. It's kind of customary at our Christmas programs to read this, but this is the reason we are all here doing what we do. A Marriage Team Christmas Story. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through our place, Dad's yelling, Mom's crying, of joy there's no trace. Words that were spoken hung dark in the air. You don't listen, you're selfish, you don't even care. We children were huddled far out of the way in hopes that our parents wouldn't divorce one day, when I in my sadness and sister in fear reluctantly settled in for a day like last year. When out in the living room, I heard quiet talking. I hid on the stairs where I sat there gawking. Away to the kitchen, Dad flew in disregard and ran back to Mom with a dynamic play card. Honey, let's try a different approach. Remember what we learned with our marriage team coach? Then Mom spoke to Dad with her eyes still glistening. Maybe we could try some active listening. With this shiver, I stifled a moan. I knew in a moment I was in the wrong home. This wasn't normal, not the right text, but I sat and I watched to see what would come next. Now, you use an I statement. I'll try understanding. My dad was just saying, not even demanding. To the feelings you go, then behavior and impact. If you have any trouble, I'll keep you on track. As two rational adults, they ceased in their fight. My dad just kept saying, did I get that right? Sometimes they stumbled, and it seemed like a chore for my dad to say, do you feel understood, or is there more? And then in a twinkling, I knew in my heart things would be different, and this was the start. I closed my eyes and held fast to this dream and gave thanks for those coaches from Marriage Team. You see, in our family, we had learned the wrong plays. We thought yelling and fighting were the only ways. So up until now, we had continued this sinning. But from this moment on, I knew we'd be winning. I turned back to my parents, who were deep in their chat, discussing some options. Can you believe that? There was more than one way. They both could be heard, and neither was saying, your idea is absurd. Sometimes I saw that my mom would grow still. I knew she was fighting her own stubborn will. Dad read his play card per marriage team rules, saying, I like it when we use our marriage team tools. When they solved their problem, I thought I would burst. Could this really be happening? It's truly a first. Then Dad hugged my mom with a kiss on her head, and they started upstairs to get ready for bed. They spoke not a word when they saw me there sitting, but sat down beside, which seemed to be fitting. They said they were learning to play on the same team, and that someday I'd know for sure what that means. But tonight, as they tucked me in bed with no fuss, I whispered a prayer. He's Jesus. Please bless those people who answered my dream. You know them, Jesus. They're Marriage Team. And that is the reason we're all here tonight.